6 now. Florida Department of Education giving more insight on why it rejected dozens of math textbooks. The state handed over thousands of pages of documents detailing what it says are references of critical race theory and emotional learning. News 6's Lauren Cervantes reports.
After combing through thousands of pages of math textbook reviews, I only found one reviewer who reviewed 2 textbooks he said he could not recommend because it contained what he considered to be critical race theory. Now, this was the only example I found of a reviewer not recommending a book and explicitly citing CRT as the reason. This press release, titled "Florida Rejects Publishers' Attempts to Indoctrinate Students," remains on the Florida Department of Education's website. The release says the state is not including 41% of the math textbooks that were submitted for approval, saying they were impermissible with Florida's new standards or contained prohibited topics like critical race theory. But when News 6 combed through the reviews given to us by the DOE, which was thousands of pages, we could only find one reviewer who said he could not recommend 2 books because they contain CRT. Chris Allen, in his review of a book for grade levels 9 through 12, said, quote, "Based solely on the critical race theory elements, this book should not be considered for adoption." One of the questions reviewers were asked is if the materials aligned with a rule prohibiting critical race theory in instructional materials. He responded with a 1 rating, which stands for very poor or no alignment, and said, quote, "Contains critical race theory which is prohibited." Allen made mention of a bar graph in the book titled "Measuring Racial Prejudice by Age." And Allen writes, quote, "Students must answer 4 questions regarding this chart, emphasis that racism is embedded in American society dependent on age." Another review from Allen says he found the textbook to be agenda-driven and mentioned talk of vaccinations, which he says, quote, "should not be discussed in a school setting as it's a parent's choice." In that review, he writes that he found the textbook contained critical race theory. We found other examples, like reviewer Jordan Adams, who gave a 3 or fair alignment rating to the question regarding CRT and explained it, quote, "may violate the rules prohibitions about racism being embedded in society and legal systems." Reviewer Rachel Schrimsher says in one of the textbooks she looked over, there was a warm-up activity that included, quote, "a controversial topic regarding equal pay and discrimination." However, she said she still recommends the textbook for adoption. We did not find that any other reviewers cited the presence of CRT in the textbook. For now in Orlando, I'm Lauren Cervantes, getting results, News 6.